Hello everybody, and welcome to the Land of the White Vans podcast. This week we have some information and material coming from a wide spectrum of some of our listeners. So I'm looking forward to hear a bit about that. At the end of the show, we're going to be venturing into the woods to find the ancient brown bear of Ireland, and perhaps, if we can't find the brown bear, since it hasn't been seen in a while, we're going to try and find a badger. So I mean, it's either a brown bear or a badger ending, or we could not find anything, and that is also an unfortunate possibility. But let's hope that we either find the ancient lost brown bear or a badger. Yeah, you know, the badger would be the lesser of the two, but still always nice to see a badger. You know, it's oftentimes I'm afraid I've at times I'll be you know, open with this situation about the badger. I myself have found myself by the river from time to time, and sometimes when it's dark outside. And I'll tell you one thing, one of my fears during these times is especially when urinating into the river, because that's what rivers are made for, really. Urinating into them, amongst other things, and you know, the passageway of water and, you know, irrigation, and also urinating into them. I think that is also one of the river duties, and it's great, you know, especially if you're wearing a pair of wellies, nice pair of wellies. You can actually stand into the river and pee into the river, so you're standing in water and peeing into the same water. And, you know, you're not getting wet, which to me always, you know, it makes me feel like I've accomplished something. Sadly, you know, my list of accomplishments is obviously, well, hopefully by the end of the show we'll have together found the ancient lost brown bear. But but I also like to stand in the river in my wellies and pee into the river. And feel a sense of accomplishment because I didn't get wet during the process of that. And also, one of my biggest fears, especially when peeing into the river at dark, when it's dark, not at dark, when the light of the day previous, you know, when the light of the day, you know, it leads into night, then when the sun goes away and the moon comes out, and, you know, it's tougher to see, you know, in around you. You know, usually a flashlight will then be implemented, but, you know, I've been working on my seeing in the dark eyes, which it's kind of an uncommon practice. I kind of looked at it. I think I'm really the only person doing it, which is actually walking in the dark, you know, to better my eyes' ability to see in the dark. Now, like I don't know what or why I would do this, and I don't know why I would, but for some reason lately, especially during this recent winter, that has thankfully brought you know, its darkness to an end. For whatever reason, especially during the winter when it was dark at like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, I would I would not use a flashlight and walk, you know, by the river and over rocks, and it was quite dangerous actually. In retrospect, you know, if you were to look at it with a fine-tooth comb, it could most easily be described as idiotic or stupid, or just a brainless thing to do that really serves no purpose or benefit, you know, whatsoever. But you know, there's many other ways that you could describe it. But I chose to walk in the dark to get better at walking in the dark in nature. So I still, you know, struggle to see in the dark, so sadly any superpowers that I was hoping to glean from that form of nighttime practice, I am sad to report that my eyes have not currently, there's still time, and I will still continue towards this dream, but sadly my eyes have not they have not become night vision eyes. So that is a sad report, but I'm going to still plow ahead, and hopefully one day in the near future I will be able to report that in fact walking around dangerous areas in nature in the dark, and focusing your energy on improving your night vision ability with your own eyes, and using only your own eyes. Hopefully I'll be able to report that is in fact something you can do and accomplish if you just set the goals and put your mind towards something that you are passionate about. Yeah, so that will be another episode of the Land of the White Vans. But back to the badger. So the thing that I was most afraid of, and I know I've rambled a bit this week. Oh, jeez. What are you going to do with me, huh? Jeez, I am some form of character. Yeah, I know it. Pretty badass one at that, huh? One that's soon going to have night vision. Okay? So why don't you put that in your pipe and smoke it before you start judging me about my possible idiocy and inability to have intelligible thought with the surrounding world. Okay, maybe you should think about that maybe soon I will actually have night vision ability, and you'll be jealous and embarrassed, and I'll be able to walk safely around dangerous areas in nature at night, and you won't. Perhaps I could become a guide and train like a martial art, and train people how to see in the dark. Okay. Yeah, but so to go back to the badgers, so when I am peeing in the river, in my wellies, and the sense of accomplishment is, well, it's there. You know what I mean? I feel it every time. It's a passionate one. One of my big fears is actually getting attacked by a badger while I have my lad out, because that would be an unfortunate thing to happen, to get badger attacked and then to lose your genitalia in an unfortunate badger attack while you are urinating into the river. That was a sincere fear. It's still a sincere fear. It's one that I think about even now, and I wonder, it would be horrible to be attacked by a badger. Jeez, it shakes my bones even in this very second to think about it. Because I remember when I was a younger child. I'm not a young child anymore. Though my voice might hint that I haven't as of yet hit puberty, I have. I'm actually in my 30s now, so I'm not a young child anymore. But when I was a young child, I heard a story from an old fella, and he told me about how old fishermen used to carry sticks with them when they were fishing into the river, and they'd have their backs, they'd be facing the river, so their backs would be to the land. And they used to carry sticks because there was a fear that badgers would attack. And badgers are known to go for the neck, and they have very strong jaws. And what the folklore around the badger is that once a badger attacks you and bites you, it does not stop until it feels your bone break, or it hears the breaking of a bone. This is built into the badger psychology, that when they attack, they're going in for the kill, and they're not stopping until they hear something break. Usually it's their victims, their prey's bone. So the old fishermen, if they were attacked by a badger, they used to keep a stick with them. So if they were badger attacked, then they'd break the stick, and then the badger would stop attacking them for a moment and allow them, to maneuver themselves and most likely kick the shit out of that badger. Yeah. And imagine. It'd be tough to fight off a badger though, an angry one at that. So knowing how tight, the badger, and how strong the badger jaw is, it freaks me out, the idea of getting attacked while peeing into the river by a badger, and possibly having the badger, eat my genitalia. Yeah, that is a fear. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I think that went well. I think we're all on the same page here. It's pretty common stuff. If anybody out there also has a fear of being attacked by a badger unexpectedly, especially when wearing wellies, standing in a river and peeing into that river as well, email in. I would love to hear your stories. If anybody as well is looking to possibly build upon their eyes' ability to see in the dark and to watch and to walk in dangerous areas in nature in the dark with an improved and evolved night vision ability maintained with constant practice and stringent focus whilst maneuvering dangerously in the dark at night. Also, please do get in contact with me, and I would be happy to, maybe we could start a group or something like that. You know, that'd be great. You know, we wouldn't even have to see each other, you know, until we got better at night vision. Like, it would quite literally just be in the dark. And then, you know, if you fall over, then, you know, I could pick you up. And if I actually am quite astute and sure-footed, so I don't think I might. You know what? I don't need a call. So if you don't want to call, you don't have to call. But if night vision and you know, evolving your ability to see in the dark is of interest, do email in to the podcast as well. And all right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put on our first guest here, and we have a call in. I have a call in here, and so we're gonna listen to the caller here, and yeah, and then we're gonna go try and find, locate, or unearth the lost brown bear of Ireland, or a badger. Okay, thank you. The great thing about poops, when you poop, you make room for more poop. Yeah, the great thing about poops, when you poop, you make room for more poop. I said I poop your pants. What? You motherfuckers don't know where the poop go. But the poop goes somewhere, yo. What you gonna do with that information? Oh, I said the poop goes somewhere, but we don't know. Where does the motherfucking poop go? Do the fishes eat the poop? I don't even know. But I know that I don't know where the motherfucking poop go. Oh, I said, where does the poop go, yo? Break it on down. Where's the poop go? Where's the poop go, yo? Break it on down. Where does it go? Break it on down for the poop. Plop, plop, motherfucker, don't stop with the poop. Cause when you poop, you make room for more poop. So you can poop. What? I said, baby, baby, oh, yeah. I said, baby, baby, oh, yeah. Baby, I said, oh, yeah. Oh, I said, baby, baby, oh, yeah. I said, oh, baby, oh. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, yeah. I said, oh, baby, oh, yeah. Baby, oh yeah. Well, those are two tracks coming in, sent in, or two clips, excuse me, from two of the listeners. The first one was Poop Rap, which I think was, geez, that's catchy. That is catchy. Where does the poop come from? What? I mean, where does yeah. I mean, the whole process of poop. It's amazing. And it's an amazing idea to kind of to rap about. Very, very, very creative and inspiring. I wish I had to take a dump right now, but sadly I don't. But when I do, I'm going to know that there's more room for more poop. For more poo, excuse me. And the second one was Hum Baby Ho Yeah, and that was just, that was a priceless. That, oddly enough, there was no direct correlation between the two songs, and I certainly didn't mean to make it toilet humor this week, but those are the two clips that were sent in. And let's be honest, I'm a man who sits by a river and chats to himself into a mobile device. So I really can't be picky. I'm just appreciative that people care and that people listen. And I appreciate them sending in their poop rap and their Hum Baby Ho Yeah song. That is a beautiful thing. I think those are going to be popping the charts. Popping the charts. Popping the charts. Those are going to be popping the charts. Yeah, popping the charts. Yeah, popping those charts. Yeah, pop those charts. Yeah, poop rap and Hum Baby Ho Yeah. Oh yeah, popping those charts. Kind of lost myself in the moment there. Feels good. Yeah, popping those charts. Okay. From the popping of the charts, we're now gonna go live. I am live in the Burren. Yeah, I'm in the Burren, ladies and gentlemen, and it's gonna get serious. Okay. It's going to get serious. We are here live. We are on site in the Burren looking for the lost brown bear of our land and possibly a badger Eve. We cannot find the brown bear, the lost bear, the brown bear. Oh, there's a bear. We're going to find the lost bear of our land in a cave in the Burren. Alrighty, everybody. We are out in nature. It is not dark. Not using the night vision today. We're out in the Burren. Cruised out to the Burren today. I heard about a few caves that might have the lost brown bear of Ireland in them, and I was told quite matter of factly, would be a nice way of putting it, that there is in fact there haven't been brown bears out in Ireland and thousands of years. And I was like, well, does it hurt to have a bit of hope? Huh? Yeah, bit of hope to find the lost brown bear of Ireland. And the farmers that I was conversing with, they virtually called me an idiot, and well, being called an idiot on a Tuesday isn't that bad. Do you know what I mean? Be tougher on a Thursday, I'd say, or a Friday. Yeah. Being called an idiot on a Friday is never a good thing, or a Saturday actually. Saturday's worse, because if you're called an idiot on a Saturday, then that means that you acted an idiot on the Friday, and then probably into the Saturday. So you're probably out in the piss, and then you acted like a fucking bollocks, and then all of a sudden, you spiral out of control. You get up, you have a few cans, you try and, get the head right, and then all of a sudden you get a shout from your mate, and it's sunny out, and they're going like, hey, man, you want to go out and have cans? And you're like, yeah, sure, fuck it, what else would I be doing? Like, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're acting like an idiot again. And that inevitably leads into being called an idiot on a Sunday, which can then lead to being called an idiot on a Monday, whether or not you nurse the hangover or you just drink it away again on the Sunday. So then you're going into work on the Monday, and sweet Jesus, then, that's, wow, it's like, all right, I guess what I'm saying, I get called an idiot a lot. Okay, so we're out here. It hurts every time, really. It's just kind of a never-ending loophole of being an idiot, because, well, my inability to not drink. I've had a few gargles here today now, going out into the Burren. Well, I was cycling. Actually, I was scooting. I got one of those electric scooters, and I've just been cruising around the country, much to the dismay, I feel, of the majority of the people on the road, because I get called, quite a considerable amount of curse words you know, just for being, you know, a scooting devil, cruising down the sideways and the small roads of this fine country. But apparently people, you know, don't appreciate it at all, calling me a fucking silly cunt, and, you know, telling me, I mean, it's horrible actually, but yeah, you know, I'm not going to stop. You know, I love my scooter. I absolutely love my scooter. I actually sleep with my scooter, so they can fuck off, and I don't mind. I'm used to being called an idiot. I don't mind being called a roller idiot now, or some form of just moron or mongoloid that, you know, just cruising around on his little plastic scooter. Yeah. So that's why I took my scooter out to the barn today, and I'm actually out in front of a cave. Even the tour guides here, they said that there's no chance of there be no chance whatsoever of any bear living in any of these caves. They gave me, you know, 100% certainty, and that any adventure to find the last brown bear of Ireland in any of the caves in the burn, they told me without a iota of a doubt that there was no chance that I would find a brown bear, and that my adventure would be a complete and utter disgrace and a waste of time. So there was really no help coming from them. So I've taken the initiative, and I'm just going to go into these caves, you know, and just check it out. And as I walk in, here we go. I'm just going to step foot into the cave. We are here live on the Land of the White Vans podcast, and we're going into the cave to find a brown bear, a lost brown bear of Ireland, and we are here live. Here we go.
Hello, this is Connor's ma. Yeah, he didn't have a good go of it out in the burn. He actually, as you probably heard, he got mauled by a bear. It was the only Irish bear that was left in Ireland. The old, lost Irish brown bear. It was the only bear left. So I know that he had this podcast and that he loved it. He loved it so much. It was his bread and butter. And I figured, you know, I might as well just put it out there. I did listen back to the stuff, and there's something seriously wrong with you people. My son is, he was a demented little fucker. Let's be honest. The world's not missing a cancer cure. Thank you so much for listening. Look out for bears.